Stop scrolling. This might change your life. Just wait a little and you see how we are going to farm together to build very many hunger-free communities. What I'm saying, if you wake up in the morning, one morning, you find everybody near you, people who stay with you, they have gone somewhere without your notice. You take a walk to trying to check in the neighborhoods, nobody's there. You go visit the nearby bank in your area. It's all wide open. You can pick all the amount of money you want, but there is nobody. Nobody cares. Nobody wants even to know that somebody has picked the money. You continue on the streets. There is still nobody around. You move in the nearby grocery. You still find there is nobody around. Like God has taken them to another planet. How would you feel? Today, what I'm going to talk about, we need people. That is all. We need people in all our businesses, in all our dealings. We need these relationships. We need people to be with us, to execute very many things. I'm Christina, the principal farmer, a real life coach. I'm telling you a few things that I've seen managers ignore, CEOs ignore. Then at the end of the day, you see employees are quitting their companies. They are quitting their farms day in, day out. Now, how will you manage to stay alone in your own world? Like you reach everywhere, you are just yourself. Nobody's there. How are you going to manage that? And what is causing this that you find? You are just on your own. You are just alone. People are leaving you. What is causing that is what we are going to look at in this episode of today. Christina welcomes you on this channel. Number one reason why people may be like, let me quit. I've tolerated enough. Enough of this nonsense. I can't stay with this monster anymore. Yes, they can even call you such names. Because number one, poor communication. Bad language. Yes. You're the CEO. With all your categories of names that they can give you or that you can brand yourself with. You wake up, you find an employee maybe has made a small mistake, has come to report late, 5 minutes off, 10 minutes off. You start saying, so Christina, you're not the owner of this company. The next time you do such a thing, a person of your age, please, I could be old, but as long as I don't reach the age of your grandmother, you don't have to talk to me like that. So learn when to communicate and how to communicate to people. So for a person who has groomed very well, I'll not answer you back. I'll just wake up, bring your letter, and hand it in. There are certain words you don't just have to mention to people. People get tired. They need people who care. You don't know what the person has been going through to make a mistake of that kind. So poor communication is going to make people give up. And they're like, I can't stand this person. I can't stand this woman. I can't stand this monster. Let me walk away. So communication is very, very important. So today we are learning a few things, what you're going to do to sustain your people, your employees at your farm. Remember, we have a goal, creating hunger-free communities. So we cannot create communities when you alone or when I'm alone. We need people. We need a community. Number two, unequal treatment. Things start to behave like in animal farm. 4 legs are better, 2 legs are not. Things of that kind. So when all these people are employees earning the same salary, give them the same treatment. Tell them you have done this, the other person should do the other. Some equality should be in the community, should be at your farm. Make sure there is some balance in everything you do in between these employees, such that they don't feel, maybe Christina is treated like a princess and the rest of us, we are not princess. So that person who will feel like is that black sheep will say, I don't belong here. Let me walk out. And you never know. That person was talented in a way that attracts other people to come to your premises. So recognize everybody, stay with people, and there should be some equity. No injustices should be at your farm. Number 3, lack of recognition. Somebody wakes up, puts in all the effort in a project that you want to run. Like for us here, there are some manures we make. Today we are going to mix the rabbit urine as manure. Today we are going to mix human urine in our manure. So somebody puts in all the energy, all the effort to see that it comes out very well. And you don't even wake up to say, oh, Christina, thank you. You helped us to achieve this goal. Recognition can make people to lose morale to work with you. So today I want to show you why we need people. That's why when I started, I had to tell you, if you wake up, you go to the grocery, you can pick everything and you are alone. You go to the bank, you are still alone. What is that? So we need to work together. We need each other. Number 4, lack of resources. For example, the day we are going to mix our farmyard manure here, you tell people you need your gloves on, you need enough containers to do this and this, and provide all these things to your employees than just waking up and you're like, do the work. Resources are not there, requirements are not there. How are they going to execute this work? For example, if we are to mix human urine, you need to give people gloves. However, if I'm to mix mine, I may not mind so much. But if it is a collective thing, please give people all the requirements they need to do their work effectively. Number 5, why people may just say, let me quit. Enough is enough. No work-life balance. You want people to work from Monday, 8 a.m. to Sunday, 6 p.m. Somebody's all exhausted, cannot even go to visit the grandies around, cannot even check on a friend. Hey, even God rested on the 7th day. Yes, even God rested after doing his creation work. So people should have work-life balance. And they execute their work very well because they have rested, they have refreshed a bit. Then they continue with their work as usual. Number 6, why people may say, let me quit. I've worked for Christina for long. No, for Christina, people are staying. And we are happy. We have stayed with our people for long. Even those ones who leave us, like we send others for some further studies, we still communicate. That means we are still in touch. And how we have managed to do this is what I've brought you. Starting from communication is what I've brought you. So number 6, when there are no growth options, somebody's there working for you from Monday to Sunday, the salary is given, you don't even encourage the person that, please, maybe as you're doing this work, you'll also need to buy your own land somewhere. How do you see? You tell people you can get a loan and do ABCD. But if you're not going to support people, they are not seeing any way of growth from your farm to grow into their own businesses, to grow into their own other things, they'll quit. The last but not the least, unfair workload. You tell the only one employee you have, or 2 at your farm. After feeding the rabbits, go to chicken. From the chicken, go and pick the eggs. From picking the eggs, you run and again give the cows some drinking water. Give their feeds. From there, you make porridge that we are going to take for breakfast. Workload, when it is too much, people will say, what am I doing here? Let me go away. So we have to balance all those things of life. But how are we going to execute this very well? Personally, I told you I read my Bible every day. So I read a very good verse. And I want to give it to you, my family, such that we don't lose the track. We stay focused. It is in the book of Ephesians, chapter 4. The book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 2. Be always humble, gentle and patient. Show your love by being tolerant with one another. 3. Do your best to preserve the unity which the Spirit gives by means of peace that binds you together. It is only encouraging us to be tolerant, to be patient with each other. So you also, that employee who could be watching this video, sometimes you need to be patient. The employer, the CEO, after going through all those things, be patient with your employees. You don't have to wake up and you're like, she has failed to do this. I think we need to call a meeting. I think we need to do this and this. Somebody will feel is overpinched. Adding one reason on the other. Personally, what I'm talking about, that employee can decide to quit. I think I'm a senior in this game. My first job, I resigned. I got married. Then the second job, I got pissed off. And I was like, to hell with this nonsense. So, right now, as a CEO, as employing other people, there are things I've learned. When I work on them, they really help to make people better, to create hunger-free communities, to create peace in the community. So they are the reasons I brought today. And as we work on them, please, read Ephesians chapter 4, verse 2 and 3. Be patient with people. Some people are slow learners. Some people get annoyed very fast. But you could be their only hope. So learn to be patient with people. We move on together. We support each other to create very many hunger-free communities. We love your family. Thank you for farming with us. Subscribe if you're new on this channel. I think for today I've talked a lot, but we love you. And above all, stay blessed in the mighty name of our Lord Jesus Christ. See you.